All right, Chris Simms recently on the Unbuttoned podcast redrafted the top 10 from the 2017 NFL Draft, and to no surprise, he did what Baker Mayfield said the Browns should have done. Don't take Miles Garrett, take Patrick Mahomes. Of course, there would have been no spot for Baker Mayfield in Cleveland a year later, but that doesn't matter. Mahomes, Watson, the top two picks of that draft, and I think you got that one right on the money. No other quarterbacks, no Mitchell Trubisky in the top 5 in the redraft. So, and by the way, are you going to be doing 2016 next?
2016 today, yeah. Yeah,
all
we're
right.
just like
Good.
basically ranking the top 10 players from that draft. It is. It's fun. It's a slow time, as somebody I know says, and we're looking for things to talk about and have some fun.
Here's the thing. I haven't said it once this year. You've already said it 20 times. So you get the new moniker. You're the slow time guy, not me. All right. So what we're going to do today, because we've been talking a lot about quarterbacks and paying young quarterbacks and when to pay them. And we talked yesterday about Dak Prescott's contract. And I wrote something yesterday at ProFootballTalk.com about the importance of paying that young quarterback as quickly as you can when the window opens, because it's going to be a lot cheaper than if you play it out, as the Cowboys are learning the hard way. So we are drafting the best quarterbacks on their rookie contracts, but we are leaving out the best of them all in Patrick Mahomes. Now, Big Cat would call this the Patrick Mahomes Memorial Draft because it's funny because he's still alive, but I wouldn't call it that. Big Cat would. He would call it the Patrick Mahomes Memorial Draft. So let's do what Big Cat would call the Patrick Mahomes Memorial Draft. And Chris, do you have a trivia question for me? Because I don't have one for you.
I got it. Here we go. So last season at age 24, as you know, Patrick Mahomes became the second youngest QB to ever win a Super Bowl. Michael Florio, who is the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. Hint, he is still playing, okay?
Ben Roethlisberger.
He's still playing. Would you have got it if I didn't give you the hint?
Now, I was going Roethlisberger or Brady, but, I remember hearing something about that stat during Super Bowl week, and I remember Roethlisberger's name being in there. So, yeah. Does it make you feel better if I tell you I wouldn't have gotten it without the hint? Does that make you feel better?
No, it does not make me feel better. I'm not giving you any more hints. I like when you get them wrong no matter what.
All right. Well, I guess I have to start with and see, one of the factors here is how long do I have this guy before I have to repay him, right? Or before I have to give him the big contract. And it makes me want to go with a younger guy, even though the younger guy may not be better than the guy that I want to take. But I'm just going to go with the sure thing. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. He's got 2 years down, 2 years to go. Then he's got the option year, and he doesn't have an agent, which maybe allows me to get him re-signed at a better rate than what otherwise would be looking at. I'm going Lamar Jackson, the defending MVP. How can you not go Lamar Jackson? He can do it all. One of the best players in the NFL. Maybe it's him and Patrick Mahomes as the best two, and a huge gap between everyone else, at least for now. So I'll go Lamar Jackson, number 1, Chris.
Yeah, okay. I'm not mad at you. That was the obvious pick. I don't want to say it was obvious because I was sitting here and I wasn't sure who I was going to pick. Deshaun Watson is going to be my pick. Again, I understand his contract's coming up either way. He's still on a rookie contract right now, and that's what we're drafting. Deshaun Watson's special, for the Chris Simms offense, right? I mean, I'd rather have Deshaun Watson than Lamar Jackson. I don't know enough about the run game and how to orchestrate all those speed sweeps and the read option and all that stuff. But from anything where I'm looking to be more of a pass-first type offense, man, Deshaun Watson he can't miss football, in my opinion. He's just got it all. He really is. I mean, he's got a lot of special attributes, whether it's his playmaking ability, the beautiful deep ball he throws, his poise in the pocket with people around him getting kicked in the eye and running and still throwing touchdowns. I mean, if it weren't for Patrick Mahomes, we would be singing Deshaun Watson's praise a whole lot more in this league because he really, really is extremely special. And honestly, I think a little bit underrated because of some of the, because of Lamar and Mahomes and the conversation around them dominates it so much.
Deshaun Watson took the NFL by storm as a rookie in 2017. It was that out-of-the-blue torn ACL, which he later told us he believed was something that happened against the Seahawks the prior Sunday, and then it just went the rest of the way in practice and on contact that Thursday. I remember that shockwave that when the text came up on my phone and it's Deshaun Watson has a torn ACL. What are you talking about? He really, the other guys, Jackson and Mahomes, it wasn't until year 2 that they took off. Watson took off right away, and I think he has been eclipsed by Mahomes, even though it's unfair to him because Watson has been every bit as special every single year of his career. All right, I'm going Kyler Murray. The next big thing, the guy who's going to be the third straight second-year quarterback who takes the NFL by storm. I feel it coming. It's in the air. And Kyler Murray only has 1 year down, 3 years left, plus the option year on that rookie contract. So Kyler Murray, my pick, no-brainer, Chris. He was great last year. Even if he just does what he did last year, he's going to continue to be special. I think he's going to take a step forward, especially with Deshaun Watson's top weapon now in his pocket instead of Watson's.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, they're continuing to support Kyler Murray with talent around him. And, most of all, hey, we know Kyler Murray's super talented. Yeah, I mean, you're right. He's a superstar. I mean, special player. But I saw enough from Cliff Kingsbury last year to go, oh, Cliff is fine in the NFL. Yeah, I got no reservations about him. He's willing to adapt to the league, steal plays from other systems, invent new things that he thinks are going to work within his system, whatever it may be. I saw a lot of positives, and I would be shocked if, Murray doesn't have even a bigger year this year. And like you said, it was pretty awesome last year. All right, I'm going to go Josh Allen, of course. I'm one of the band leaders I'm one of the leaders of the Josh Allen fan club. I love watching him play. I love the person too, but he's special. Maybe not as special as Mahomes or Watson or Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray, but it's not far off. I mean, again, this is a special athlete and specimen. We've seen him do some things running around, scrambling that deserve to be talked about in the class of guys that we've already talked about here. His arm, I mean, come on. I don't know if there's a more powerful arm in football other than maybe Mahomes and Rodgers than Josh Allen. It's special that way. It's a little raw still, yeah. But I really think this is the year to watch out for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills because they finally have something around him now to where I go, ooh, they got a chance. And he loves football and continues to work. And I think he showed all of us some of the special attributes he can bring to a team, whether it was on Thanksgiving in Dallas last year or even the first 3 quarters of the playoff game where he set the Bills up with a big lead over the Texans, all because of his special skills and attributes. So Allen is a guy I get really excited to watch and for his future.
Now it gets difficult.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
It finally crystallized for me what I need to do. If Joe Burrow had already signed a contract, if it was him yesterday and not Tua Tagovailoa, I'd go Joe Burrow. I know he doesn't have he's not on his rookie contract yet, so we can't take him. You can't take him either.
No, I know.
Drew Lock. I wish Drew Lock was a first-round pick because I wish I had him for 4 more years. I only got him for 3 more years before I'm in the Dak Prescott situation. And again, if Drew Lock ends up playing well, John Elway, you better be ready to pay him the moment his 3rd regular season ends. Don't string it out because it's going to cost you more the longer you wait. But give me Drew Lock. We saw enough from her, at least I did late last year, to believe in Drew Lock. I'll take Drew Lock, Chris.
Yeah, I like that pick, Mike. Way to go, man. I mean, yeah, I think, again, I like Drew Lock. He was my 2nd favorite quarterback in the draft last year. And I think he was one of those guys that was, the struggles of the team in college were placed on him. But I think he's going to kill it this year. I would be shocked if he doesn't. You know what, Mike? I'm going to kind of go a different way here, too. I'm not going to go with, some of the other names. I'm going to go with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is going to be my 3rd pick. I loved what I saw from Daniel Jones last year. He was the MVP of the New York Giants football team. Listen, his biggest issue is an issue that I can deal with, and I actually almost semi-like to a degree. His issue was fumbling, right? Okay. Well, it wasn't like he was fumbling because he was like, let's say, a Josh Allen or just crazy outside the pocket and doing some crazy things. No, his only issue was fumbling because, 1, the O-line wasn't great, but 2, the guy is absolutely fearless in the pocket. Like, if there's something he needs to just get a little bit better at is like, hey, get out of the pocket. You're a really good athlete, and you can rip off 20 and 30-yard runs. You're that type of guy. But, man, when you talk about not big-time talent around him and some of the games that he played last year with 4 touchdown performances and no interceptions and 3 touchdown performances and no interceptions, he did a lot of great stuff with a less than healthy Saquon Barkley, an average O-line, and really no household names at wide receiver either. I really like what I saw from Daniel Jones. I think he could be special.
All right, I've got Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Drew Lock. Chris has Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, and Daniel Jones. That is what Big Cat would call the Patrick Mahomes Memorial Draft. Best quarterbacks playing on a rookie contract.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.